Alright, so the next thing that we're going to actually be talking about when it comes to variables is how to combine them in an advanced equation, or how to combine our like terms. Now we're gonna start out very simplistic. Alright, we're gonna start out making drawings and kind of making it easier on ourselves. Alright, so what I mean by a more advanced equation is something along the lines of, we could say 2x plus 3 minus x. Alright, so we've got multiple things in here, but first thing we've got to be able to do is combine our like terms. Now before I show you how, I can go ahead and show you the different terms. We've got 2x, we've got plus 3, and we've got minus x. Alright, so these are our three different terms in this problem. Now, in order to make it a like term, they have to share the same variable. Well, which two terms share the same variable? This one and this one. They both have x. Now what we would do then is just combine them. What's 2 plus a negative 1?
1.
Alright, that leaves us with 1x. Does anything go with this right here?
Minus 3.
Yeah.
There's a minus 3 somewhere?
No, I mean plus 2.
Nothing goes with it.
Nothing goes with it, so it just says plus 3. Alright, so this would be the simplified version of this up here. Now, eventually you'll be able to solve them like that. But as for right now, the way I want you to solve them is with pictures. So if we had 2x plus 3 minus x, we're going to use pictures to solve this. Now, the pictures we're going to use, and I'm going to block this off, for x's, we're going to draw a box. If it's a negative x, it's going to be a negative box. Alright? For regular numbers without an x connected to it, we're just going to put a 1 or slash. And then for negative numbers, we're going to put a negative slash. Okay? So, this is the key for our drawings. Alright? Now, what I want you to do at this point is just to work your way across the actual equation or the expression and draw these out. So if we have 2x, alright, we have two different x's. X's are represented by boxes. Alright, so I'm going to draw two boxes. Alright, we're done here. Next, I'm going to do plus 3. Alright, well, 3 is a regular number, so we're going to use slashes. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that takes care of that. Finally, we have a minus x. Well, that would be a negative box. So I'm going to draw a negative box. We're done there. Alright, so we've drawn shapes for every part of this equation. Alright, so the next part is we're going to put the shapes that are similar together. So I'm going to start out with all my boxes. I'm going to put positives on the top. I'm going to put negatives on the bottom. So I have 2 positive squares, and I have 1 negative square. Alright, and then as far as numbers, I've got 3 positive. I do not have any negative. So I'm good here. Now, just like in Dragon Box, when you put a positive and a negative together, what happens?
Oh, it turns
They cancel each other out. In Dragon Box, it turned into a little green spiral. But what Michaela said was right. It cancels out. So what we're going to do is we're going to circle this right there. Circling it signifies it's been canceled out. So what I'm left with is a positive square and 3 positive dashes, which is x plus 3. This box became that x. These 3 dashes became that 3. This is a simplified equation.
Wait, so the 2 boxes up and down, those are canceled out?
Since we circled them, yes, they canceled out. So these are no longer there. Alright, let me do another example. Alright, let's say we have, let's do a little bit, one that's a little bit more difficult. Let's say we have negative x, alright, plus 4, minus 3x, plus a negative 2. Alright? So, first thing we want to do is we want to redraw it, alright, using shapes. Alright? The first thing we have is a negative x. To draw that, we're going to put a negative box. Next we have positive 4. That's just 4 dashes. There's no variable, so it's just a regular number. Next we have minus 3x. So we need 3 negative boxes. Finally we have plus a negative 2. So that would be negative dashes because it's negative 2. Alright? So now, remember we want positives on the top, negatives on the bottom. Do our squares first. Do we have any positive squares?
No.
Alright, do we have any negative squares?
Yes.
How many?
4.
We've got this one. And then we've got those 3 that are next. So that takes care of that. Alright, do I have any positive numbers? Just regular numbers.
You got 4.
I got 4 positives right here. Do I have any negatives?
2.
I've got 2 of them. So 1 and 2. Now, do any boxes cancel out?
Yeah, 2 of them. I mean, no box.
No, there's no positives to cancel out with. Now, on our regular numbers, we've got 2 positives and 2 negatives. So we can cancel those out. By circling them, we show that they're no longer there. So now, when I rewrite this, how many boxes do I have?
2.
Boxes.
I mean, 4. Negative 4.
I have 4 negative boxes, which means I have negative 4 x. X is our boxes, right? Then, so that takes care of this right here. Now we look at our numbers. How many numbers do I have?
2.
2 positives. So it's just going to be plus 2. This is the simplified version. Alright? This is how we're going to be working on this now. Eventually we're going to do it without drawing shapes. But as we're drawing shapes, this is the way we're going to be doing it. Everybody understand? Alright, let's practice it.